we stand on the shoulders of giants, don't we? We stand on the shoulders of people like John Adams and James Madison, and Alexander Hamilton and George Washington. That this group of people that took on the largest empire in history and said, no, we will not stand for this, and won. That same group of people later, white people, died to free black people.
We just listened to a candidate for the GOP Senate in Ohio say that he's standing on the shoulders of giants. And every one of those giants he named was a slave master, exploiter of human wealth.
John Adams and James Madison and Alexander Hamilton and George Washington.
If you think that's bad, claiming that these people are giants just because they came before us, just because they are his ancestors, every name he named, past president or not, they all had slaves, regardless of what they said, so as to gain more wealth. They own black people in the peculiar situation that is American slavery. But watch how nasty, even more nasty than claiming that they were giants, this candidate for the House or the Senate in Ohio can get. Listen to this.
They make it sound like America is a racist, broken country. You name a country that did that freed slaves, died to do that. You know, they talk about reparations. What are the reparations for the people from the North who died to save the lives of black people? That's right. And I know it's not politically correct to say that, but you know what? We got to stop being politically correct. We got to call it like it is.
That's right. Claiming that these people were giants was not enough, was not a massive slap in the face of black people. This man went a step further and said they talk about reparations for blacks, but what about the reparations for whites in the North that fought to free blacks? Did he forget that whites in the North also participated in the enslaving of black? Are we to pay you for owning us for hundreds of years? Is this what's being proposed? And what's even more disgusting, or I should say what's even more American, is the fact that everybody in the room clapped and yelled for this idea that white people in the North deserves reparations.
There are some people that were talking about reparations in this country. They wanted reparations. And I remember I made this particular liberal so angry at me because I told them right to their face, nobody owes you anything for slavery. If you want to tell the truth about it, it is you who owes. It's you who owes. Why do you owe? Because somebody in those fields took stripes for you.
This is where the Republican Party is. This is next level co-oping. We're talking about getting a round of applause in a room full of adults in America in 2023 for the idea that white people deserve reparations for freeing black people that they enslaved and enriched themselves off of. Slavery just didn't make southern plantations rich. They make banks and factories in the northern part of this country wealthy as well.
Somebody lived less than because they didn't have what you have, and they did it for you. There are people in their graves right now, and they are there because they were willing to stand up and fight for you. Those folks on the Edmund Pettus Bridge carrying American flags, take that, Colin Kaepernick, living in a society that he could scarcely acknowledge, something that he has never known, living with a bigotry that none of us can imagine.
Every institution in this country benefited. Banks, insurance companies, all of them benefited from enslaving of black people. Morano is out of his damn mind. White people deserve no reparations for anything pertaining to enslaving of black people in this country or anywhere else in this world. James Madison, Adams, Washington, Hamilton. Let me say it a different way. Slave owners. I'm Mondale Robinson, and no white people in America deserve reparations. Have a good evening.